I wanted to tell you a bit about resistance. Concerning the time, I will not dive too much deep into it, but what I just already tapped on is that change and growth will always have some influence on the people that you work with. And this is a very natural situation because the natural human reaction to change is to resist. And maybe you can remember even yesterday when I asked you for the first time to go on Jamboard, maybe that gave you a feeling like, oh, what are we going to do? What's this woman saying? I don't know that. I've never used it. It's not working. So everything, maybe you can have that, think of that feeling again that you had when you were doing something for the first time. And that's always a bit, like the natural response of people is to resist. And so that is just something I think to really keep in mind when you're leading a team and when you're growing a business. Now, there are many solutions and theories how to overcome resistance. You can look it up on the internet. There are many models, a lot of leadership theories and books talk about this because it's quite an important thing and it can have a very big influence on you as a leader. What I think is the very first strategy, and also to look at yourself, first strategy to overcome resistance is to communicate. We talked about communication a little bit yesterday, but also, when things are about to change or there's a change coming up or you think your business needs to change, try to let your employees also initiate the conversation. People always want to be heard. Give them a chance to voice their opinions. They are the ones doing the work. They are probably also the ones who know really well what has to be done. So also give them a voice to their opinions, and they can definitely bring you further when you give them the chance. And it helps to elevate the frustration that they feel over maybe a new situation that's coming up. Also, what you see sometimes is that when things are changing within a company, that leaders think that only the maybe less level employees have more resistance than maybe higher educated or higher in level employees, which is actually not the case, because change affects everyone in an organization, from maintenance to upper management, it doesn't matter. It's all the same response. And also, additionally, resistance has nothing to do with intelligence or whatsoever. So then I wanted to quickly just show you a model, and I would maybe advise you to look into it maybe yourself a bit deeper. But what this says, and you can see it also on the Jamboard, is that if you think of a situation, my situation is Harry. I'm not going to explain it to you because I take up too much time. But when you think of a situation with your malfunction, what we tend to do as people, also as leaders, is sometimes say like, see, he's not getting it again. See, he's not listening. He is resisting. I knew that I was going to come up with this solution in this meeting, that he would vote against it. And that behavior is like a victim behavior. And as a leader, that is killing. Because you say, you feel that you don't have power, you are actually resisting. And you compare the behavior of that person with an ideal situation, with an ideal employee. So Harry never understands it, but why does Angela understand it? See, Harry's not, like this. So this is just something that I wanted to point out, that also as a leader, when you're in the lower circle, you are being a victim. So you are also resisting. But if you're trying to deal with your situation, with your malfunction situation, and take responsibility for your own actions, your behavior, and try to think of how you can change that. Because if you always think that that person is not able to do something, or will be resisting, or will vote against your solution that you bring up in a meeting, he will do that. Because that, yeah, this is in a very brief that I try to explain this to you. But when you have time, look a bit more into it. Or if you're interested, I can also tell you a bit more about it in a one-on-one session, because this was for me a very powerful tool when I managed to do this, take responsibility for my own behavior and the way I saw someone else. That actually brought me a lot. So I'm happy to tell you more about that. Then just one little thing that is really interesting, I think, to read for you is The Scale Up Theory by Werner Harnisch. I think Dr. Ricky will also relate to this, that when you grow a scale up from a startup to a scale up, there are like 4 pillars that are very important and are the key to success. That's people, strategy, execution, cash. During this webinar, we've already talked a lot about people, also in this session. But strategy, execution, cash are the key factors, and Werner Harnisch is very good in explaining to you why. The link here is also here. So when you get this PDF, you can also click on the link and look up his book. So that is just briefly a little bit of theory. And then I would really like to stop talking here. I hope you really enjoyed today's session as well. You can see, you can have a look on my website. Please add me on LinkedIn. I saw Nelly just did that. Well done. I will also share the photo there. My name is here. If you have any more questions, or if you want a bit more time to exchange some experiences, or if you have challenges within your team, or looking at yourself, you're very welcome to get in touch with me. And I just want to do a very quick roundup how this session was for everybody, and if there are any learnings also for me. Lofty, can I ask you to say something about that?
Growth is always good, and learning is excellent exercise to always engage in. And being with you all last 2 days is, I learned a lot from each of you, and looking to take that experience while in Liberia to see how I can expand on what I've learned. The principles is easily adopted, and I can use it to transfer knowledge to the team I'll be building here as well. So I'm looking forward to using those skills as well.
Great, thank you. I wish you all the best. Because also I will not be here when Dr. Ricky starts speaking, but because I have to get on my plane. So this is also my goodbye to everybody. So goodbye, Lofty. Thank you so much for being here. And I have all the trust that you will become a very good leader. Bernard, some last words?
Yes, analyst.
Very quickly.
Yes, analyst. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, analyst, for the wonderful session that you've provided. I'm really grateful. I understand I missed some part of the presentations, and definitely I'll look through the slides and be able to catch up. Otherwise, we're really grateful for your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I also wish you a safe journey.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Bernard, and thank you for your participation. Nelly?
Yes, I want to thank you, Annalise, for the different approach that you made your presentation in, and the way it was very participative and very mind engaging. I I want to thank you for that approach, introducing us to that virtually, and looking at the possibility that it can actually happen. It can actually happen virtually, and we participate the way we did. I want to thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Nelly. And I wish you all the best with your business. And yes, I really believe that it's gonna take off for sure. And thank you for your participation and your nice words.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Martina. Last words. Also some don'ts, maybe feedback. I can handle it.
Oh, thank you, Anna, for the presentation, engaging as Nelia said. We expected the usual, but it was great things, a change. We weren't resistant to change. So thank
Very
you very
good.
much for that. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, thank you, Martina. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Joel?
Thank you so much, Anu, for the sharings you've shared with us. But what I'll take away from your presentation for the past 2 days about leadership, the model that you shared with us, and you telling us to take on the responsibility of being the leader. You have to take responsibility for anything that happens to the team, for any shortfall, for anything that may happen. And other issue from today is the scale-up theory. I'll take great initiative in reading more about it, such that I can attain more knowledge. So thank you so much. Safe journey.
Yes, thank you so much, Joel. And good luck, all the best. Shanina?
Thank you, Annalise, for a wonderful presentation. Right from Jamboard to everything that you have shared with us. It has been a very informative session with you, very practical, and I appreciate that. So thank you very much, and looking forward to many more engagements with you. Have a safe flight.
Yes, thank you so much, Shanina. Thank you for joining us. And I was happy that I could hear your voice today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that Angela?
Hi, what I want to say is it's been a pleasure sitting under your, listening to your thoughts and your words of wisdom on leadership. You threw a different light on leadership for me. So thank you for that. And I just added you on LinkedIn. I sent you a request, I believe. So I hope we can reconnect
Perfect.
there. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Angela. That's very nicely said of you. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Vicky, it's yours.
Well, it was truly a pleasure to work with you and sharing the insight and collaborating with you, sharing the learning from, you provided a platform that allowed others to speak, and that was very informative, and getting the different perspectives and how different people think, I think was most beneficial for not only myself, but for the panelists as well. And for that, I thank you. And of course, safe travels.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Vicky. It was a pleasure for me as well. It's a pity that I have to miss your part, but I will look it back definitely. And yeah, luckily your presentation will be shared as well. But we will be in touch. Thank you for your participation. I really liked how you joined the team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Emmanuel.
All right. Thank you very much, Annalise. And we cannot thank you enough, and also to wish you a safe trip. What I would like to tell the participants is that please feel free to contact Annalise. The purpose of this whole thing is to connect and also to build collaborations amongst ourselves. And so if there's anything you would want Annalise to help you in your business, please feel free to contact her. Same as Dr. Ricky. And we can assure you that this is just the beginning. A lot more are going to happen. You're going to hear a lot more about these two facilitators and many others that are going to be joining us from time to time. The good thing is that all these sessions are being recorded. So right after the sessions, maybe within a couple of days, it's going to be edited, and then we upload it on the website so that you can go back and review them from time to time. But in the meantime, yesterday's presentations have been sent to all of you in your mails. I'm sure those of you who have checked your mails have seen them. But otherwise, analysts, this has been a very great session, and like I mentioned to you, there are a lot more that are in the pipeline. So have a safe trip.
Definitely, we will be back.
Certainly, and keep yourself safe. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Bye bye.
I will. Okay.
All right.
Bye bye, everybody.
Okay.